Go shorty, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Hello everybody, this is Seda Gourmet Next Door. Today is a very special day because it's my amazing brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Alan. Love you so much and I wish you the best birthday ever, and this is my gift to you. So today guys, I'm gonna be making a Nutella, you heard me, Nutella Ramekin cake. And of course, it's gonna be keto friendly, meaning low carb, low sugar, so you can have your cake and eat it too. Since we're making a Nutella cake, Nutella is what? Chocolate and hazelnut, right? So that's exactly what we have. So I have here some chopped hazelnuts. I have some organic cocoa, no sugar added. So this is like the raw 100% cocoa stuff. I got my erythritol. I've been mispronouncing this thing. Erythritol. So this is a sugar substitute, but you can definitely use regular sugar. I have vanilla extract. I have baking powder. I'm gonna have 1 egg, and that's it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. And of course a pinch of salt, because salt brings out the flavor when you're baking sweet things. So this recipe is really easy. The only and the first thing you need to do is actually set the oven at 180 degrees. And you can hear Bruno's squishy toy in the background. But you know what? This is what we do. We roll as natural as we are. We're gonna go with that. So this recipe will give you 2 ramekin worth of cake. So what I will go ahead and do is start with the dry stuff, and then I'm gonna add the wet stuff into it, mix it, and then pour it into the ramekins and bake them. That's it. So let's start with the chopped hazelnuts. This is roasted chopped hazelnuts. With nuts, guys, you wanna toast them a little bit because the toasting process actually brings out the nuttiness of the nuts, yeah? And we are nuts. I'm wearing devil horns. Guess why? Because we're making a devilish dessert, which is actually so good for you. 2/3 cup of chopped roasted hazelnuts. Now is the time to go ahead and add the chocolate component, which is cocoa powder. Raw cocoa has actually a lot of fiber, so it's really good for you. I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 tablespoons. This cake is gonna be nice and ooey and gooey and so good and ready in no time. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the sugar or the erythritol. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons. It's like snow on the Nutella. It's gorgeous looking. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon baking powder. This is of course the agent that will make things rise a little bit. And then I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Now I'm using sea salt. This is my favorite brand, Malden's, but you can use whatever salt you please. It smells insane here. Who doesn't love Nutella, right? That thing, honestly, the jar, I can eat it with a spoon. I don't need bread, I don't need anything. And I've done it many times. So I've eaten like a half jar of Nutella easy, on my own. Guys, I forgot to tell you, this recipe also calls for melted butter, of course. How did I forget that? You can also use coconut oil, but I'm gonna go ahead and melt 2 tablespoons of butter to add to the batter. So my butter is melting. So at the beginning I got too excited with the dancing and the shorty and everything, so I forgot the heavy whipping cream also. I'm gonna use 1/4 cup of this good stuff in this recipe. But first I'm gonna wait because I like to actually add the whipping cream to the butter to cool it down. So you remember why we cool down the butter, right? Before we mix it to the egg in the wet side of the batter, because otherwise you'll have scrambled eggs. So I'm going to put all my wet ingredients into this saucepan with the butter, so that will make it so much easier to integrate with the dry one. So my butter is melted. Into the butter, I'm adding 1/4 cup heavy whipping cream. I love heavy cream. It's great in sauces, it's great in desserts. Yellen, this is Bruno's gift to you. All the squishy, lovely sounds he's making in the background. So now I take a small whisk and I'm gonna go ahead and mix my melted butter with the heavy cream. Into this, I'm going to go ahead and add my vanilla extract. Just eyeball it. Extra vanilla won't really hurt you, so don't go crazy about measuring this one. And it's gonna give our cake a really nice, decadent, indulgent smell and taste. So this is cooled off. Now it's time to crack the egg. And I'm going to go ahead and whisk this guy so they combine. So it was 6 ingredients and I forgot heavy whipping cream and my butter. So it's actually 8 ingredients, but still that's pretty damn good for a Nutella low carb Ramekin cake. So this is looking really nice and luscious. Now is the time to go ahead and use a spoon and add my, I'm gonna bring the bowl here so you guys can see it better. I mean, 50 Cent never gets old, right? But today especially, I love this song and I devote this song and this beautiful cake to my awesome, awesome brother. I love you to the moon and back, Yellen. Guys, it smells so nice here. Once again, it's a dessert you can make in 15 minutes. So I want to show you this. It looks delish good, I know. Now is the time we're gonna butter up the ramekin so my beautiful batter doesn't stick. So I use it like that, but you can do whatever. Just chop it up and then throw it in there. I think this is much easier. So I'm just gonna go around. And also don't forget the bottom. Make sure you get all the little creases and things in that ramekin so we don't have sticking issues. Because that's the last thing you want, right? You made this beautiful cake and you want to eat it and then you can't get it out of the ramekin. Been there, done that. I'm going to portion it into 2. Oh, this looks so good. Now it's not a souffle, so it's not going to rise dramatically. So I'm putting a nice, 2 kind of big spoons. Bruno's in the kitchen, he can smell what's happening. Go shorty, it's your birthday. You're gonna party like it's your birthday. Guys, I'm sorry I can't resist, okay? Because if you weren't here, I'd be licking the bowl and I'm gonna do exactly that. Wow and wow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the external part of the ramekin. I don't want any chocolate, any butter, things like that. So these 2 guys are going to go in a pan like this and throw it in the oven. So the cakes are going to cook until I put a knife through it and it comes out clean. And now it's time to wait, which is really not my favorite part. So while we're waiting, I have to tell you my most favorite memory of my brother is, I think I was in high school and he was in middle school. And Yellen had the appetite of a lifetime, okay? He could eat. And if you know my brother, he's tall and skinny. He's in great shape. And as I was growing up, I started gaining weight and I was a little chubby little girl. And I was trying to, watch what I eat and everything. I'm in high school, I gotta look good and, I'm like a teenager. And then there's my brother. He would ask my mom or dad to make him like a bowl of pasta at night around 12 o'clock. Hi, can I have French fries? Or can I have a nice bowl of pasta? And he would eat that whole thing at that time. And then I'm there in my little room trying to sleep and like salivating, This is honestly my favorite memory of us growing up. And he still eats a lot, he works out. He's in great shape, as I said. And I'm in great shape. I mean, look at me, I've changed a lot. It's been about 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check my ramekins to see the cake situation. OMG! Look at these beautiful cakes in the ramekins. So if it's still wet, it's gonna need a couple more minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and poke it. You see? the knife is still coming up with some stuff on it. That means the batter is still wet. So this will go back in the oven. I think 15 minutes total should be enough for these Nutella Ramekin cakes to be cooked perfectly. And now I'm trying to think how to top this thing for a special treat. So I decided, instead of whipping the cream myself, I'm gonna just use this wonderful whipped cream. It has a little bit sugar, but that's okay because the rest of it is so good. So I got 2 little sprigs of mint, fresh mint. I'm going to garnish things, garnish my cakes with this. This cake, you can also make it in the microwave. Just make sure your ramekin or whatever you're using, your vessel, is microwave safe. You can go ahead and basically cook it for 2 minutes. You don't have to wait like this. It's been about maybe 15 minutes. And I'm still waiting because they're not cooked yet. I personally don't use the microwave, so I don't have one. But you can do it in the microwave if you really want a fast dessert. It will take honestly 2 minutes. I want you to see how good these cakes look. And honestly, it took no time. So I'm going to go ahead and move my ramekin onto this plate. This is a great trick to move hot ramekins. Use tongs. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice little dollop of whipped cream. And then a little mint. So Yalen, this is my special treat for you. Sorry we can't enjoy it together, but next time we're together, I promise I'm gonna make it for you. I love you so much. Happy, happy birthday. It's time to taste. Oh my God, it looks so gorgeous. I don't even want to really, go in there, but I have to because it smells insanely good. It actually turned out like a little souffle. It's a little bit hot, so again, I don't want to burn my mouth. This is pure indulgence. It's still figure friendly. It's amazing. It's the perfect birthday treat for my lovely, lovely brother. Yellen, love you so much. Guys, thanks for watching. Give this a try at home. Stay safe, stay home, and catch you next time. Ciao.